I actually wasn't expecting to be in this industry, I guess you could say, in construction.
I guess being a woman in a male-dominated industry.
Yeah, I'm never going to do that. I was like, I'm going to go to college and I'm going to thrive and I'm going to go into dentistry. I kept getting pulled into the construction without really working construction.
Isn't that funny how life kind of creates for me?
Welcome to this podcast, hosted by Shea, owner of Aloha Plumbing. Today, our guest is Nancy from ServPro of Highland, North Redlands. She traded dental school for the tough world of construction, despite being told, I won't work for a woman.
I'm not going to work for a woman. I'm not going to have a woman tell me what to do.
I think that's why there's two, male and female. You know what I mean? That's like, we should complement each other. Hi, Nancy. How are you today?
Hi, Shea. I am fabulous.
Good. I'm so excited to be here.
I know. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, it's been a super fun day so far.
Yeah, for everybody, right?
Right.
Fun, busy, and trying to stay afloat. That's the way I see it every day.
Business is good.
And thriving.
Yes, and thriving. So now that we're here at Naja's studio, it's amazing, right?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So before we continue on, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your industry?
All right, I'll start with my mom life. So I'm a mom.
Okay.
I have two boys, Dominic and Lorenzo, and I'm married. Been married 19 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's like,
That's
how?
a badge in and of itself.
They're like 19 years? Yes. Is that 19 years? Because we got married in 2008. Well, I'm bad at math, but whatever.
Yeah, girl math.
So
It
girl
works.
math,
Girl
it
math.
works. The funniest thing is I actually wasn't expecting to be in this industry, I guess you could say, in construction. But what I do is I work with ServPro of Highland, North Redlands.
Okay.
But prior to that, I've always worked in construction since I guess you could say I was little, like little, like when I can barely even hold a phone up because my dad, his English wasn't the best. So he would reach out to me. He's like, hey, Nancy, this lady needs to talk to me, but I don't understand her. Can you talk to her? And I'll be
so
like,
he's Spanish speaking.
yeah.
Okay.
And then he would be like, can you get on the phone? I was like, yes, hi. And I was like, little. She's like, oh, Nancy. She's like, your
best
dad.
training.
Yeah.
Got to teach him young.
Yeah.
You got to teach him young.
He's like, can you tell your dad that I want him to come to my house and inspect tomorrow at 7 a.m. or whatever?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, Dad, dice la señora, and I would tell him in Spanish to go to her house at 7. Oh, tell her yes.
Okay.
So that's how it started.
Wow,
So
I love
I feel
that.
like I became his receptionist at a young age.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember, but back then there was like no MapQuest. There was no,
Thomas guy?
or Google Maps. So we had the big map. And my dad would be like, what's the address? Can you get the address? I'm like, oh my God, I could barely read it right, Dad. So then he's, okay, ma'am, can I get the address? So she would start giving me the address and I would write the name. And that's how it started. And I would help him.
Wow.
And I guess that's when it started because everything started clicking from there. And then I started getting into like, what is drywall? What is paint? And then that's how I guess I learned it. But I was never, into that. I'm never going to do that. I was like, I'm going to go to college and I'm going to thrive and do what I'm going to do.
Especially as a woman.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be expected, right?
Right,
And as a young girl.
And I was like, I can do this. I was like, I'm going to go into dentistry. So then I started applying at dental offices and then I started working there for a couple of years. And then again, my dad was like, can you help me out with a couple of things here? Can you help me with a couple of things there? So that's how it started. And then I got married with my husband and my dad's all like, hey, if you're going to take care of my daughter, you need to be able to provide for her. And all these jobs that you're getting are not working out. So vámonos. He took him to work with him.
Oh,
and then
interesting. So
and then he's like, you're gonna get
Just like a
licensed.
dad.
Yep. And then he's like, now you're gonna do it. So then he started doing it and my husband started asking me for work. He's like, well, what did your dad do in this situation? What did your dad do in that situation?
Right.
So then I started helping him in that and I kept getting pulled into the construction without really working construction.
necessarily wanting it per se.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, COVID hits and then ServPro reaches out. They're like, hey, we're looking for somebody that can help us out. We heard about you.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I don't even know what ServPro does. Started Googling it and I just saw fans and blowers and machines and just walls. And I was like, what is this? I'm like, whatever, let's try it out. And I talked to Chuba and he was like, yeah, I think you'll be great for this. Like you have a background in this type of field. Still didn't know what it was. I still didn't.
Right, because to be honest, mitigation is a different animal, right?
It's different.
It's so different. And then when you're a woman in this industry,
how are we supposed to know?
right? So he gave you a shot.
He gave me a shot.
ServPro gave you a shot.
Gave me a shot, and he was like, "Hey, let's try it out. It's COVID. I know you're not supposed to be in the field, but this is a field job.
Oh yeah.
And I
right.
was like,
yeah.
I'm not
Same
scared.
for us. Same for plumbing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I'm like, okay, I'll just try it out. Went on the field. My first office, I went, started marketing. As soon as I walked in, talking to them, they're like, it's crazy that you just walked in. We just had someone called in. Pipe broke.
Like,
Can you come in? Can you go help them?
I'm not sure.
And I was like, hey, Chip, they're talking about the pipe broke. What do I do?
I need help. Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then he's like,
At the time, we didn't know each other. You needed Shea.
Yeah, of course. Now I call you for everything.
Yeah.
So then that's how it started and evolved. And now I'm here.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that story. So I guess being a woman in a male-dominated industry.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm sure, how long have you done this? 5 years, right? 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, it started in COVID, so it's 6 years.
6 years,
Yeah.
okay. So what would you say being a male-dominated industry for a woman in business has been like one of the biggest challenges? I know there's many because I have a few of my own.
Right. So
Just pick maybe one, or you can maybe give me an instance where you had like a little bit of pushback because it's little. So your field, unlike mine's different. I'm in the office and I'm more on the marketing side, like behind the scenes. I'm not out there plumbing, right? Necessarily. I have done that. I have plumbed before, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But I'm not out there in the field plumbing, and you're out there directly in the field meeting mostly men every single day, right?
All the time.
All the contractors. And explain that process a little bit, because I think when you explained it to me, I was like, wow.
Yeah, so I guess you could say as a project manager, sometimes I do face a lot of pushback from my contractors because I'm overseeing their work. So when I'm stepping in, they're like, oh, she's here, you know? Or someone will be like, hey, Nancy, I'm very bubbly, so I'm very good with customers and clients and my contractors. But you're always going to come across that one machista, the one that says like, she's a woman and she's going to tell me what to do. Like they don't like it. So I guess be on their side because I have a dad too. And my dad was a little bit like that. So I'm
you
like,
saw it
I
growing
know
up. Okay, got
what he's going to like for me and what not to like. So I have to be straight to the point with this guy. But a lot of times, one in particular, he was just not having it. He's like, no, I'm not going to work for a woman. I'm not going to have a woman tell me what to do. And good thing that my boss, Chubba, he had my back, and he's like, unfortunately, because this woman, you're working, because if she doesn't bring the work, you're not going to be here. So you need to respect. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's why I love Chubba, because he's like, you need to respect her because of her, you have this job. Because if she doesn't bring work, then you're not working. And he just kind of like stood quiet. And then after that, I started realizing, I'm like, hey, that's true. You know,
I do deserve something.
Yeah, but that's how it evolved in my head. I was like, okay, I'm working with men that I'm not saying they don't like women telling them what to do. But then I started realizing, okay, I need to put myself in their shoes. Like, I'm not going to down talk to people. I'm not going to make them feel some type of way. I want to make them feel like we're equal and you're just great at that part and I'm great at this part. And we're just going to, and I learned how to communicate with them. I learned how to explain what I need from them. And they learned that this is how Nancy works. And then they started working with me good. And then that's,
So when I hear that, to me, if I look at that through the lens of my own, I hear respect.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for me, I had to earn respect out there. Right?
Yeah.
And it's like not all, and we're not, again, it's nothing about a men bashing or anything like that.
No, obviously,
for sure.
no,
We need men. They're very important. Like they are the backbone, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you do find a little bit of pushback in this industry, and not from all people.
No, yeah.
But with those types of people, I feel like you do have to earn that respect.
Oh, yeah.
And that could be difficult.
Yeah.
Right? And for me, maybe on this, not so much, because I'm not necessarily in the field plumbing, the respect factor might be a little bit more on the end of like, I'm a girl boss.
Yeah.
And in a male-dominated industry. So I'm directing them, or when the complaints come, they're normally coming to me.
Yeah.
And so
and then you have to do something about it as the boss lady. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? They call me boss lady. I never, they called
it. You just evolve into a position,
For asking.
Yeah.
No. But
everybody just sees you as the boss, and that's why they start like, oh, the boss lady. In Spanish, la jefita. You know?
Oh, okay. That's what it is.
Yeah. They're like, oh, they're like, get to work. And I'm like, you guys stop. But you see, that's the good thing about having a female, because I think of them and I see everybody like if they were my dad too, because I'm like, if someone was coming, I want to respect them so they can feel like Nancy respects me when it comes to work. if I can show up with Gatorade, show up with Gatorade, invite them to lunch, make them feel appreciated for what they're doing. And I feel as a woman, we do that really well, and as, I don't know, my men, they're just like, hey, go to lunch. I'll see you later.
Yeah. No,
I don't care about your feelings.
Good boss or good bosses or good women in this industry. Yes, it is true, because I think in the same regard, women can tend to maybe come into this industry with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
Right? Because they feel like they're going to be met with that wall.
Yeah.
And they aren't always, so I've always tried to don't have that wall up, especially when a complaint comes to my, to my ears, and I'm like, ugh, I have to have this conversation. And it's not like the best conversation to have, and I'm heated. Of course, emotions are involved, because again, it's different.
Yeah.
Because the customer's complaining to me,
and you're like, I have to explain it to my, employee. Yeah.
And obviously, I have to take the customer's side. They're always right. They are always right. They are my business. They're everything to both of our, businesses, right? So that is like a little bit difficult when I have to approach them. I have had such great response with having to do that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I think I had one instance.
Oh, really?
What
did you do? You yelled at him?
So yeah, if you want to hear the story, he quit on me.
He got scared.
No,
he wait, Shea was actually really nice, but what happened?
Know. What happened? His head spun around for a minute, and
the boss lady came out. That's what happened. Don't mess with her.
That's true, right? The boss lady came out, and that for me, Nancy, unlike you, is like the harder part. Well, not harder, but the hard part for me.
It is, yeah.
Is being the boss part of this side of it and dealing with men. Yeah. Because he quit on me. And he was like one of our main people.
Oh, wow. That hurts.
That hurt. And hurts. I'll be honest, we have our service the Ohana Way. Everything's Ohana. Family. We are mostly family, right? And
you can feel it when you walk into your office. Everybody's very nurturing, happy. And
thank you.
You get that vibe. So I can see it. And since I met you, you've always been sweet like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. No, seriously. Yeah, that is with that guy. He was, I think emotions did get involved on his end too. Because we have that camaraderie, like I said, the Ohana, the family. And it was kind of a big deal. And he's like, when he quit, I was like, But literally, he's like, Shea.
He came back?
Yes. Oh, he's still with us today.
Girl, you see? Sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side.
Well, no, it was emotions. He's never done it. So he's amazing. But you know what I mean? I think, it was maybe hard that maybe he didn't like the way I came across. But my thing is, I guess my thing is this. Do you care say you work for McDonald's or Lowe's or whatever the company is, right? When the boss says something to you, male or female, it is what it is, right? It is
what it is, yeah.
I mean, it's the way the world. So it's the same for me.
Yeah.
When I say something to you, male or female, it is what it is. And
it is what it is, yeah.
Just because we're small or we're family or tight knit, whatever, we have to still set those boundaries.
And if anything, that should make you feel more confident to talk to your boss because it's more, more close.
I would
you
think
feel
so.
more confident talking to them. You know that this is not going to escalate to a supervisor and then another supervisor.
Right.
You're talking to the owner. You're talking to the supervisor. You should be able to fix it. So when they, get, like you said, emotions hurt, it's probably because they feel like, oh my God, this is the person that
they take it personally.
Yeah, this is the person that I'm not supposed to feel with like this. But yeah, sometimes we're human. We make errors. We just gotta,
we all do.
Own up and take accountability and fix it and move on. It's not like it's the end of the world.
No.
And that's what I've gotten to with my contractors or my employees sometimes too. They get a little emotional.
You manage a group of how many guys? I mean,
we have
a big team, right?
We have big teams. So we have departments. We have pack out departments. That's mostly women because that's mostly we need things to be fragile, to be packed up. The women are the ones that take care. They won't break a glass. They're not like, sorry, boss, I just broke another vase. No, this is more like, oh, it's a vase. They take they pictures. Yeah. They're more neat. And then, but when it comes to the heavy parts, that's when the guys. And then that's a couple of girls, and I just oversee them. They're usually pretty good about it. And then we have the demolition team where they, they're doing the drywall cuts, taking out the cabinets, the floors. for whatever they have to take out.
Right.
And then usually I leave those alone until the end. And it's like, we just walk the job and like, okay, you missed X, Y, and Z, just go take care of it. They're pretty good about it. They're just, and then you get your contractors. I always tell them.
How does that? Because I land in that boat. So
then you get your contractors.
That's a whole different department.
Contractors are my divas. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just say that. They already have their purpose. Like they know I'm great at drywall. I'm great at flooring. I'm the doctor when it comes to cabinets. So when you come in and you tell them, oh, you messed up here. Oh, girl, let me find out.
Listen, Nancy, that's where
right. They get like that. What do you mean? My drywall doesn't look good. You know, they get into divas, and then I'm like, oh my god, I thought I was a diva.
Men are like waffles, women are like spaghetti. You know, that's where that book comes in because men are like, if you've ever read that book, I've heard that book. They are like waffles. They stay in one box, at a time. Yeah. So they're in that box of contract or of drywall or of electrical or whatever it is.
Profession, right?
They're specific, but then women are like spaghetti.
We can do everything.
You know what I mean? It doesn't, I mean, that's the beauty of like being the difference between the two of us, right? I mean,
and then they're like, oh, this is my profession. What do you mean I did it wrong? I'm like, well, it's just a couple things. Can I tell you?
Yeah.
And then, and I just bring it out. So they already know Nancy's coming with the blue tape, The blue tape is like, sorry.
Yeah.
But I always tell them why. And sometimes it's just like you said, we're human. We make errors. We just got to fix little things. Yeah, but those are my contractors. And my husband too, because my husband
he works
does for home remodels, and then like my phone keeps blowing up. But yeah, my husband does it too, and he hates it when I walk his jobs. Yeah, he's like, "Hey, you're off today. It's Saturday. Can you come and walk a job?" I'm like, "You sure you want me to walk it? Because I am gonna point everything out."
Yeah. So does that ever cause conflict? Like on the bat, you know what I mean?
I think he feels like a little bit like, why you got to point that out? Or why'd you have to say it in front of the customer? I'm like, it's honestly, it gives the customer a peace of mind when you point it out in front of them. Like, hey, I see like that blind's bent. We're going to fix it. And they're like, oh, she saw that,
No, it's important.
Yeah, they like that.
Honestly, I believe that's where a woman's touch comes in. 100%. 100%. And if we respect each other's, what's it called? Our strong points. That's our strong point as a woman. Yeah. We can go outside of the box, right? And then we look around at so many different things in our minds, but I think we have such a unique way of bringing it all down to a specific point that maybe not all men see straight out the gate. And I just think it's so complimentary. I just think it could be, women can make great plumbers. I have plumbed before.
What?
Yes.
With copper lines, hard copper lines. No, she's over here welding, torching it. What is it? You can solder.
I have done that. Really good at it.
Look at you.
No, it was really good. Yeah, I did a really, really clean job. So that,
that helps. It helps to get your hands dirty so you know what you're talking about when it comes to the field.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what does he mean? He used PVC. No, he was used copper.
Yeah, the difference between piping and that or whatever.
And that impresses people because they're like, oh, she knows the difference. Yeah. Oh, she knows what she's talking about. Okay, I trust her. Not just a pretty face.
We're much more.
She does everything.
The deepest, darkest secrets. So can you give me like a funny example or maybe funny or fun example of like, being out in the field with these, your profession? I'm sure there's many.
Oh, there's a lot.
I know I have quite a few interesting stories, but.
Oh, yeah. So let's see. I guess it's not funny, but now it's funny because, so of course, I work in like the emergency services. Yeah. So our goal is to make sure everything is back to normal and there's no hiccups and everything, give the customer peace of mind and make them feel like, okay, I'm being taken care of. Okay, I'm disrupted, but everybody has it under control. What I came across one time is they hired a contractor, and then the contractor, I think I told you about this. I called you, I think, on this job too. They called the contractor, and then the contractor was building closets. And he was doing the most beautiful custom closets, really expensive. And he's a contractor. He does this for a living, right?
Right.
And he's like drilling, checking. And like I said, we're human. We make mistakes. He drilled a hole through the emergency sprinkler line. And then
Yes,
next
I
thing
do
you
remember.
know,
You did call us.
and then the light went, it started exploding everywhere. And
Fire sprinkler,
yeah,
right?
and his mind went blank, like, like, where do I go? He couldn't shut it off. And panic. So he calls us and he's like, hey, I don't know what to do. By the time we got there, the fire department had turned it off. And he was pale. And he's like, what do I do? I'm like, hey, accidents happen, But
I will say this, and I'm sure because you deal with it every day, so do I. Not on the level that you do, because they're calling you because of mitigation, right? They're calling me because something's leaking. It hasn't flooded quite yet.
Yeah.
Right? So people freak out with water. Yeah.
They see water and they think, oh my God, I'm flooding. And I get there and it's like,
it's almost like the house is going to float away. It is on a foundation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true.
I'm not kidding. Water.
She's like, I heard a noise. And I'm like, what did you hear? Like, in my wall, there's a noise.
Water.
And then it's hissing, and it's pushing. I pushed the drywall and it's so soft. And
they want you out there.
It's now.
You're like, my guy's like 30 minutes out. Like, it's like wild because you're like, he's got to get there.
Yeah.
But literally, I feel like water.
It's so scary to people.
It's so scary. Not to me anymore, but like if a toilet's overflowing, I remember obviously before I was in the plumbing industry, I would look at it and be like, no. Because I was like, again, I would feel like this anxiety build up.
How do I stop? And you can't stop water.
No.
What are you going to do?
I didn't know.
It?
Yeah.
And they're like,
I didn't even know.
Can't do anything.
I wasn't even in plumbing, so I didn't even know how to turn an angle stop off or shut the water in my house off or, any of that stuff. So I had no idea, but I do know that I felt the panic. So when people call, they panic.
Oh, they're always panicking.
It's literally like, I go, ooh, it'll be okay. I mean, do you know, I'm trying to, do you know how to turn the water off outside?
No, I don't.
No.
How do I do it? It's like a 911 call if you really think about it.
It really is.
When you get that call, it's like, oh my God, my house is flooding. Okay, walk outside.
Yeah, just go outside, take a breath.
Do you see a handle?
It'll be okay.
Turn it.
Yes. Most people in the middle of the night, for us, are calling for clogs. Yeah, they're calling for clogs because I think honestly, I don't know. We get very few calls that something is necessarily flooding. I think because people are probably sleeping when they should be.
I feel like pipes know. It's like, okay, they're going on vacation.
They know.
Let me burst.
It's
or
Murphy's
they're
Law.
Sleeping. Let me overflow.
Murphy's Law, right? Mm-hmm. You say something, Murphy's up there writing it down. Mm-hmm. They're not expecting anything. Okay, let's fix that. No, seriously, yeah. I feel like those calls come in the middle of the night and you're like, ugh.
So I'm sleepy.
I'm sleepy. I didn't want to get up. But that's what we're here for, right? We're both emergency service.
Yeah, we are
people.
Emergency service. We got to be on call all the time.
All the
and
time.
it happens. Yeah, we've gone called. I'll be in my bed. I already took off all my makeup, and I'm already
not the makeup.
I'm
not the makeup girl.
I already took off my makeup. Yeah. I'm already in my PJs, and I have my little headband
mask on.
To bed.
All the things.
And then the phone rings. And I'm on call and I answer it. It's like, hey, the Skechers near you? Yeah, it's flooded. Can you go or respond to it? What?
Yeah, you're like, sure.
On my way.
No, can someone else do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are tough. Those are tough.
And unfortunately, you have to respond. You have to be the first one there because if you don't answer within minutes, guess what? Yes. They're going to call the next one.
Yes. They sure do.
Yeah. And you want to be the first one. You want to show them that you're there. You want to be responsive. Mm-hmm. And if you promise a time, you have to arrive at a time.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's important, right? Mm-hmm. Being punctual.
Yeah, being punctual.
Yeah, you got to be there. I know you had mentioned this before, and maybe we should talk about that because speaking to being punctual or being on time or getting there, they have like ambulance chasers, as you will, like you're saying. Like there's people out there that want to beat you to the punch.
Oh, for sure.
And you're like, this is my business. This is my livelihood too.
Oh, yeah. So that's happened to me. And I told you, they were trying to punch me. They're like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I got called by the insurance. Yeah. But I got here before you. I get it. But I was sent by her insurance. She contacted her insurance. The insurance contacted us to help her.
Okay, so you had to you met someone out there.
And it was a guy. It was another, I think it was another.
Resto company?
Yeah, like restoration mitigation for fires.
Okay.
And like you said, probably ambulance chaser. Mm-hmm. And he was just blocking me from talking to the homeowner. And I kept telling him like, okay, just do whatever you got. I'm not gonna, fight with nobody. I know she's in distress, so I don't know who he is. I don't know what the situation is. I'm just here because the insurance sent me. So I'm waiting for her to finish with him so I can step up. So he's just like, like, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. Oh, look, the Red Cross is here. Oh, look, we're going to get you a hotel. Like they start promising her the world. And I'm like, okay, I get it now. I know what's happening.
Okay.
And then as soon as he kind of moves away, I'm like, hey, Miss Johnson, like, hey, I'm here to talk with ServPro. You called us. We already told you we're going to come. She's like, oh, yeah. And he just like blocks me. He's like, I already told you I'm dealing with her. I'm like, I'm not sure what dealing is. I'm here to help her. She needs assistance. One.
I love that.
Yeah, yes. And it's true because I'm here to help her. She's in distress. And then she's like, well, what's happening? And I'm like, look, we sent by your insurance. And he starts yelling at me. He's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't get yelled. You didn't get called by her insurance. And I'm like, yes, we did. So I literally had to pull my phone and show her. He's like, show me. I'm like, I'm not showing you her personal information.
No.
Because that's what they use against her, like to kind of like bait you, like, oh, so your name is Shea. Oh, okay. And your insurance is Mercury. Oh, okay. So then they'll use all of that. Oh, and Mercury
like
Insurance sent me to your address. And
yeah.
so we try to hide that information,
Smart.
Yeah. And then she finally realized, okay, I get it. Now you were sent by my insurance. You have my information. She's like, I'll let you start the board up because that's the first thing we do.
Okay.
And he's like, I told you I had it. La, la, la. And he starts like charging at me and like getting in my face. And I'm like, buddy, if you punch me in the face, I will be a rich millionaire.
There you go.
And then I'll come, you know what I mean? But I was like, he was just in my face, like yelling at me because he was so mad. I don't know how long he's probably been working on her to try to get her to like sign paperwork.
Right.
And by the time I came in and I earned her trust and calmed her down. And that's a girl thing.
Earning trust, yes.
And then she feel like, okay, I get it. She's soothing me. She's not just, I'm not stressing her out, I'm not yelling at her. I'm not asking her.
Well, because you really did care for her interest.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? You were there, you were called.
Yeah.
And you had to stand your ground, but you really were there to help her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
And then she was like, okay. And then I helped her. We boarded up. She was happy. And then she ended up leaving to her hotel because that's what they usually do. They'll put you in a temporary housing until we can relocate you into actual more permanent housing until this gets done. And that's how it happened with her. But yeah, this whole time the guy was yelling at him like, don't test me, buddy, because I will.
You don't know. You don't know me. The Chola girl comes out.
My Chola side will come out. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Her ethnicity. Her daddy taught her well.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in a male
industry. Yeah, you have to stand your ground. You have to kind of not puff up your chest, but you have to show them that you're not scared because then they'll walk all over you and push you to the side.
So to be honest, like really you being with your dad in this type of, just out of helping him, out of being in ESL, English second language, right? Your dad.
Yeah.
It drove you. Isn't that funny how life kind of creates, for me, my background is I met Duke in like 98. 98. I believe it was 98, yeah. And things moved very, very quickly. But so when I met him, I learned his trades. And then long and short of that, like years later, we decided to monopolize on those. But in the interim, I was having, raising my kids. I was still kind of a young mom.
Mom life,
Mom life still. And I decided to go back to school as an adult mom. And I did that. So in 2016.
What were you going to school for?
Oh, gosh. Okay. So I graduated at GCU. Grand Canyon University with my bachelor's degree in sociology.
Wow.
So
Shea.
What led me there? What led me there was when I went to Crafton for my gen ed. I did all my gen ed as an adult mom there. I fell in love with sociology as a student. And so I kind of geared my education to that. And I wanted to go back to the college, to whatever college, but I wanted to get my master's and I wanted to become a professor in sociology. I loved it. I still love it. But then this started, it was
life just went through.
Yes, life kind of like.
Instead of going like this, it went.
Yes. I thought, here I am. I'm just about to graduate. While I was going to school, I was always kind of marketing and building and doing things, or I just never really put my heart and soul into it. Part of it was, he needed to get his contractor's license. That took time. He just didn't have it.
It's always the girl pushing the guy.
It is.
Go do it.
It is,
Get
girl.
up,
do you know?
Study.
I paid 3 times 3 times the CSLB, and he didn't. So the third time, because he goes, you go do it. And I go, I'm not. Okay, I'm going to school. I'm not. This is where I draw the line. I'm not doing it.
This is not going to be my profession. This is going to be yours. I'm just here to help you and push you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing with Ricky. I'm like, we're about to have this kid, and you need to get it together.
Go
buddy.
get your license, you know? But yeah, so I did that. I go, so then I'm about to graduate. And then things start to pick up, and he gets his license before I graduate. So then I start, okay, now you can really market because you are licensed.
Yeah,
People aren't going to hire you well, they shouldn't. I agree. They shouldn't hire you if you're not licensed, right? Many reasons why. We'll get into that on another segment. But literally, when we got, everything started to change. So then I pivoted while I was still finishing my degree, getting ready to look for work. I was already kind of throwing it out there for internships and stuff like that. But still, I only was going to graduate with my bachelor's, so I would have to go back to school to finish my master's. Yeah. It would only take me like a year and a half, but then Aloha starts picking up. Whoa. And so then I find myself in this weird position of marketing but like I have a student loan debt. I'm like, wait.
You're like, this is not how it's supposed to happen.
But again, to my point is like life throws these different like
curveballs,
Yeah, these curveballs. I'm like, well, I guess this is what I'm doing, you know?
You see? That's how I was. I'm like, I'm going to go into, because I love sales. I love sales. To me, I get it when you have a 9-to-5 job. I love that. It's like more of a, I guess, peace of mind. You have a job. Mm-hmm. But when you get into sales,
it could be addicting.
It's like, sky's the limit, girl. Yeah. As long as you're working and hustling, you're going to make,
you can make your paycheck.
Yeah. And I never thought there was sales in ServPro. Mm-hmm. Eventually, apparently there is, Mm-hmm. So, building clients, building that book, getting relationships, relationships That's how I met you, because my point of contact are plumbers.
About that while you speak to that. We met at a chamber event, right?
At the Redlands chamber. Mm-hmm. It was funny because it's literally a table like this. Yeah. And you were sitting across from me, and I'm there to network and meet people. And who would have thought, plumber company in front of me. And I'm like, trying to meet. And I saw you, and I just straight beeline to you. I'm like, are you with the plumbing company? You're like, yes.
But then we connected, right?
Instantly.
Because we get them, we get them a lot. The plumber.
And you don't see that a lot. The husband or the man running the company that shows up. And we've seen that, right? When we're doing the marketing, it's usually, the plumber that's there. Mm-hmm. And they don't want to talk. They're just like, yeah, okay, bye.
They in and out. Yeah.
And with you, I was able to build an easy relationship, and we got along great. And we even been marketing one day, and it was so much in the rain. Who would have thought?
Remember the wigs? The wigs?
The Santa costume.
Santa.
My God.
You still have the Santa?
I still have it, yeah. My husband wore it.
Did he? He did wear it?
He wore it for Christmas, yeah. The kids went to sleep, and then he put it on, and then I recorded him.
Sleep?
I recorded him putting the presents in the tree.
You have to show me that.
And I did it. Yeah, it's so cute.
That was such a deal.
Yeah. It was
so we went to a thrift store when we were marketing. Yeah. Just so the audience knows. That was so fun. We end up marketing at a place where they were going out of business. Oh, yeah. Remember, it was, I think, Mozart's in Redlands.
And she said that they were in business for a long time. Everything was so cute in there.
And then we found some fun stuff.
Yeah.
The Santa costume and the blonde wig.
And the wigs. We were putting them on. Yeah, that was so much fun. And then we also ran into Hudson Property. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You see? And then we ran into what is the other property management in Ukaipa? And then they invited us for their Christmas.
Oh, yes. It was Caldwell Banker in Ukaipa.
Caldwell, yeah. I'm like, what is it?
They do an annual Thanksgiving feast. Wasn't it Thanksgiving feast?
There you go.
Thanksgiving feast. That was amazing.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was amazing.
You meet a lot of great people marketing.
You do. Yeah. You do. Like this connection, we would have never met. Same with Naja. I think it's so important.
Exactly, yeah.
And in it is what you put into it, right? And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I look at where I'm at in business, in like this industry, and I think, okay, am I happy doing this? Because if I was a professor doing sociology or, instructor, that's where, my focus would be instead of this. And I can honestly say with what I do now, I really like it. I enjoy, right?
You're doing a great job. I love my job.
Thank you.
I love it. Honestly, it's a really fun profession.
No, it is.
I think it's every day it's something different. You're always learning something, and you're always going to come across, like you know, like what we're talking about, you know, people that are willing to work with you and people that are just not because you're a woman. But
fair enough. I mean, whatever. I just, we're not everyone's cup of tea, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should even talk about that, like the challenges, you know, I've had so many. Again, mine is more service driven.
Yeah.
It's different.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, you're on an emergency basis. You're always the hero besides fighting off men who want to, you know.
But it's not always like that. It's just randomly you'll come across people that are just like crazy like that, you know. But I've come across inspections where people, not even a man knows how to use a flashlight, you know. And then they're just like amazed by me. They're like, oh, are you going to get on a ladder? Yes. Oh my God, what is that?
Wild.
I'm like, it's a moisture meter.
I even have that.
Yeah, they're like, how do you? And they just hear beeping. Does that mean bad? I'm like, that means bad. And they just, you know, it's really cool because I'm like, you know, you see a man, it's a man's gonna know. But when you're talking about it, you're showing them, you're walking through the job, they're just like amazed. And I'm like, I did that. You know, they were proud of it.
Good, right?
Yeah.
It feels great because it is hard to work to that. And I think that people might misconstrue. It feels great because yes, I know I've worked with you before in my company directly. Very professional, very on it, very on it. And trust me, I've had many restoration companies, work with all of them. I will say this, you have been super dialed. You are on all of your calls and all of your jobs.
Oh, yeah.
You are. And that's something to be proud of. And it's not anything, it's something that you should wear as a badge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should speak to it. It's not like you're being arrogant because I'm a woman in this field. It's important because you are caring, you're loving, you're fun, and you are dialed. That's what I love about Naja. I want my company. I want dialed.
Yeah.
I don't want to work with anyone that's not.
Yeah.
It's just not, no thanks.
It clicks.
Yes, it has to click.
And that's what I love too. When I'm calling you guys, you know, we even created that little group chat. It's like, hey guys, I have a job. And right away, I'm calling them now. And I'm like, okay, I'm on the job site. Can you please make it out right now? Within the minutes, you guys are already like pulling in, you know. And your team is fabulous too. They're on it. They know what to say. They know what to look. They know what's straight to look at.
Yeah.
I don't even have to, you know, tell them what to do or anything. They're just like, okay, Nancy, I got this. I'm like, great. And I'll walk away and I'll keep helping the customer.
Yeah.
And that's good to have.
It
you don't see that a lot.
Marriage, so to speak, if you will.
You don't see that a lot. Yeah.
No. It is hard. I'm going to reiterate it. I've dealt with many, and I've been doing this quite a few years now. I'm speaking to this, you know, as having done this for a minute, and I've dealt with them all.
I'm like, see?
And I'm normally pulling my hair out because if you guys are dropping the ball, the adjusters are calling us like, no. With you, I don't get adjusters calling and bugging me because you've already handled it.
I already took care of
my
it.
whole team has already seen that.
Yep.
Yeah, they have.
I connect with you as I'm like, hey guys, can I get this, please? And you're like, on it.
On it. Yeah, I love that.
That's how it should be, I think. And I feel like that's the project manager role too. You know, a lot of people don't see that you're going to be your go-getter. I'm going to make sure everything runs smoothly for your claim. I'm going to make sure that not only your plumber take care of you, I'm going to take care of you, and I keep holding your hand until I have to hand you over to the next person.
That's right.
And that's I think that's what I've noticed that works a lot because I'm also, I guess, a female, and I feel like I want to be taking care of someone just like they're going to take care of me, like if you're my mom. You know, I'm not saying men don't do that, but they're more like, okay, I finished, bye.
Women are nurturers.
Yeah,
right?
we're nurturers.
We're nurturers. I just think there's nothing wrong with that. Not that men can't be nurturers as well.
Yeah.
There's no stigmatisms, right?
No.
But we like
doing it.
Yes.
We enjoy it. And we see you said, like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Just need a hug.
The mama side comes out.
It comes out of us.
Again, it's the balance between both of the best worlds.
Yeah.
You know, both of the best worlds. I think that's why there's two, male and female. You know what I mean? That's like, we should complement each other. And that makes, to me, a great team and strength. I don't call my employees, I try not to call them employees.
Yeah.
I try to call them team. Like, hey, team, when I'm addressing them, I always say team. I even carried it when I was doing the chamber stuff, like the president stuff. I was, hey, chamber team.
Right. You were in the chamber.
Yeah, I was in the chamber. That was a whole different
The day we went to the chamber meeting.
goodness. Which one?
With the San Bernardino County.
Oh, yes. Yes, when we met. I was invited to that in my defense by you, right?
I didn't know what was happening.
And you were invited by someone. So I think we're both a little blindsided there. But yeah, I'm like,
It's like a round table of just.
Not sure if I should be here. That was fun, though. It's part of the thing. It's part of like the process of it all. You know, nothing's ever perfect. Nothing's ever, we're just out there doing our best job. Exactly. And I think that we do a great job. I know you do a great job. Obviously I wouldn't have you here. I would not. Yes.
I try. Was that you? Everybody's calling us. Where's mama?
No, girl, I'm empty nester. Remember, I'm an empty nester. So no, mama. This is my.
I mean, like your employees, when bird leaves.
Oh yeah. The baby bird, the mom's left the nest.
What do we do now? What do we do with our hands? Yeah.
So, what would you say that you've enjoyed? I guess what would you say you've enjoyed the most? I mean, I'm sure there's maybe the top 2 or 3, because I'm sure there's more than one thing that you love. Because I know you love your job.
I love my job. Yeah.
It shows.
I guess you can say it's like, okay, so one thing I love is that I can transition from, I guess in the morning being like mama bear and to marketing mode when, like when we're in the chamber or where we're just networking with other mixers and stuff like that, when we're in our heels. And then I love the fact that I can, get on a call, like emergency call. Mm-hmm. And then from there, I'll transition into my boots and my work mode and my gloves and my mask. And I think
it's always something different.
Yeah, it's always something different. So that's why I love it. Yeah. To me, that's the like, Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying I don't love being in the office, because I do like being in the office a lot. But being in the field, I feel like it's more of like, I'm actually helping people. I'm actually doing something that is doing a cause for our community, I guess you could say. So, and I feel like that's what I like. That's when someone's in distress.
The emotional aspect as well.
Yeah. It's like if someone's going to take care of you, I really wish it's me taking care of you, because I know I'm going to give you my 100% and you're going to be happy. Yeah. And I hate it when I hear people that like, hey, well, I didn't know you, so I called so-and-so and I had a bad experience. This happened. They ghosted me or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that sucks, because I could have, I could have been there and helped you and make sure that once everything's done, you were going to get that certificate of satisfaction and then you can move on with your life. That's what I like. Of course, we can't get to everybody, but when you are part of it, it's like, I'm your go-to. Yeah.
That's what makes it great. Is it's self-fulfilling.
Yeah. Right? There you go. Yeah. It's like I don't know if it's like a high or something.
It really is. I think
like, I just made him happy. Oh my God, I'm happy too,
Your endorphins kick in.
Yeah. It's like
that and those endorphins.
Yeah.
Gotta get those endorphins.
Yeah. It's kind of like when someone's like in distress and you show up and they're like, because it happens, they have people with special needs, or they have people that are in handicap. And then you have someone.
That's a whole different thing for them.
Elderly.
Yeah. Now they're displaced.
And they're getting displaced.
And they're not like able-bodied, if you will. Right. And it's harder. Yes.
It's harder. And that's where I feel like, that's where I kick in. Like, I feel like that's where I get excited. I'm like, okay, this is perfect. Because I know
there's a strength,
what they're going to need, even though the adjusters and, departments are going to show them. But I give them the whole timeline and the guidelines on what's going to happen. So when that language starts to come to them, like, oh, Nancy explained this to me. I'm not lost.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because even in our field, when they're writing estimates and I'm reading them, so I'll read them and I go over them before we send them to the customer. They'll go on my desk, right? And I'm nitpicking them to some degree, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, dumb it down and not.
Don't do too much.
Do Sesame Street version. I always call it the Sesame Street version. Please,
that's
you know what I mean? Do the Sesame Street version.
Yeah, don't give them all the language, because they're going to get scared.
I didn't even know the language. Like, I know it now.
3/4 and 1/4 and.
But I mean, they're using like these terms, right? Yeah. No one knows what, they're calling that thingy is like not working. What thingy? You know what I mean? Like, they're not sure what it is or not what to call a
Yeah.
pressure regulator or a shut off. They don't know where the shut off is. Like we know that because we're in the industry, right?
But don't
you gotta-
overdo it. Yeah. Scare them.
Yes, dumb it down or walk them through it, you know? And that, again, I think nothing wrong. Men are stronger in where they're strong
Yeah.
at, right? Which is great. Women are strong where they're strong at,
Yeah.
which is being more nurturing.
Yeah.
Taking the time to walk them through it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, from my employees' perspective, I have some that are more nurturing than others, but it's their persona, it's their personality. It's nothing, it's not right, wrong, and it's just, it is what it is.
And let me ask you this, like when you have a customer that's more, I know you're going to be nitpicky or you're going to need more attention. And I'm sure you already know, okay, this customer, I'm going to send this employee. I'm going to send this team member because you already know your team so well. And as women, I feel like we also see that like, oh, this person's going to be great for that job. Let's send this person. And then I feel like other times when it's dispatch, like, I'll just send whoever. Bye.
Right. If you don't care.
Yeah. And then us, we're like, no. Let's send this person.
Yes.
Or send me so-and-so. This is going to be perfect for them. You know, we know. Because
Right.
we pay attention to those details.
We really do.
We pay attention to our team. We know what their strong points are. We know what they like. We know what they don't like.
Yeah.
We know they're going to cry about this.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
Yeah. I've had customers like my first month or two, I got called to a crime scene cleanup. Oof. So, and I was tough. To me, and I don't know what it is about me, but I like stuff, like, crime scene, like, like watching those shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was able to walk the job and everything. And, everything was fine. But I had one team member, he walked in and he passed out. He was like, not passed out, but he was about to pass out. And I'm like, this is not meant for everybody. So now I know not to bring you to these type of job sites, So you learn your team.
You do.
You kind of see that. And you're not going to stress your team out and put them in situations that that they can't handle.
No, we can't do that. That's not like, it's not good for anyone, right?
Yeah.
It's not good for me. It's not good for them. Again, you're learning their strengths and weaknesses. I think we do that, bringing it back to the woman as nurturers, as mothers. We look at our kids. It's so exactly. Right? Don't you look at them?
Yeah, they're so, like my kids. Yeah,
so different.
They're great at this, and I'm not great at that.
No, yeah. A boy and a girl, they're different. They're just different. Yeah. They're different.
And that's what helps us being in the field too, because I'm like, oh, okay, so this type of job is going to be a more detailed job.
Yeah,
we're going to need this type of person for this. Like in our team, we have a guy named Gonzalo, and he's our detailer. So we're like, oh, we're going to need Gonzalo on this. Like, know? And they're like, okay. But if we don't mention those things, they're not going to send him. They're just going to send the next person in line or whoever is available.
Yeah. And it doesn't,
I explained to the guys, I'm like, hey, I know you want it done right now, but give me about 24 hours. And this person you're going to be happy with. And like, okay.
Wait for him.
And they get happy. They're like, oh, thanks for telling me. It was not that bad.
No. Yeah. So I think it's been really fun just working in a male-dominated industry, if you will. So again, like you, I love something new every day. At my office, no one calls ever the same.
No.
Never. It's never the same because we deal with so much stuff. And then you get people that don't know, they're calling and they're having an emergency, but they're not sure what it's called.
Yeah.
So it's always interesting. You're trying to ask the right questions to like decipher, well, not only who to send, but what kind of issue are they really having? Because they could be saying this and it's not really what it is.
No, and you get there, it's a totally different thing. I've had those. So
that's where you have to learn the industry. You really just have to learn.
Oh, I actually called you on this one too. The customer was calling me and it was raining that day. And the customer calls their agent. The agent calls me. He's like, hey, Nancy, this might sound like a roof leak, but it doesn't. I don't know. Can you go check it out? And I get there and the lady didn't give me access for maybe 4 hours. So the house, it's raining in the house, but she couldn't get to the house to get me access. Finally gets me access. Oh, and then she's like, it's raining right here. It's raining. And I'm like, flashlight. Ugh. I'm like, that's not rain, ma'am. It's coming because your tank, what is it? You guys fixed it for me.
The flange?
No. So on top of the water heater, there's a tank.
Oh, the
Pressurized
expansion tank.
And I called you guys on that one because I was like,
I remember this call.
Because I was, she kept pointing at the ceiling. It's raining in my house.
Yes.
And I opened the thing and I'm like, that's not rain. It's coming down, but it's because your expansion tank exploded and it's spraying up and then the water's coming down. Mm-hmm. And she kept fighting. She's like, no, it's raining. And I'm like, and then I think I called you and Duke told me through the phone, there should be a valve you can turn it off.
Yes, we did.
And I
remember.
did.
Yes.
Yeah. And I turned it off and the lady's like, oh, it's not raining.
It's not raining.
And I'm like, okay, good. I'm like, can you just come out here and help her?
It's not a roof leak.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah. And then eventually she gave in and she's like, okay, now I get it. And I showed her the pinhole.
Yeah.
And then you guys were so fast, came out within the hour and helped her and fixed it. And she was so happy. And then, we had to start mitigation services right away because unfortunately for 4 hours, that thing was flooding her home. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but you see, that's like patience too with customers. You have to explain to them like, hey, this is what's going on. And being in the field too, I have to have patience to work with her and to talk to you guys too, to kind of coordinate everybody at the same time.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. Mm-hmm. It is hard. It's daunting sometimes, especially on a busy day. You're just wearing so many hats. Oh, yeah. So many different calls.
And it was late that day. I think it was almost 6 or 7 by the time we got out of there.
Mm-hmm. Some days it's sometimes it's late days.
Yeah, it was.
We get up early, and then we start our morning. Yes, we start our days. It's like, ugh.
That's what I say. Get up early so you can have that 1 hour of alone time.
You have to. That's why I go to the gym specifically in the morning only because I need to get that out. I know my phone's
calling you. Your phone's not going crazy. Emails. It's your hour. Yeah. And then after that, okay, work mode.
Yeah, then I go to work mode. I've kind of switched things a little bit. So I've kind of had to get ready at the office, take all my makeup and stuff there and rinse down there.
Girl life. You see, that's the things that guys don't expect from a girl.
It is a girl life.
As a girl, they get up and they're over here just coughing in the sink, maybe brush their teeth. I don't know what they do. And then they leave to work, put their boots on and they're out. And us, it's get up, shower, do our hair, do our makeup. They
have the 3 S's, but we don't. No.
No.
It's a whole process, especially if we're doing events. Right? I mean, you can't just go looking crazy.
Yeah.
You're going to the chamber. Are you going to go? So then you have to take off that hat, get ready, go do your, for me, I'll get the team ready and then I'm off. I go, but my hair, secretly, do they know that my hair's still sweaty under here from the gym?
I know.
It's
you just did the dry shampoo thing.
Oh, I did. I do it all the time. Cheating stuff. Girl bosses, we gotta no, really.
Be on the run.
We have to, I'm on the run. Yeah. I even have a bag packed at my office now.
You see?
I do.
Because you have different roles to take on throughout the day.
I have gym clothes. I have a dress outfit. I have heels.
A mixer. You have to be ready.
A mixer. You have to be ready.
Yeah. That's how my trunk is. I have rain boots, work boots, my sandals, my heels. I have everything.
Gym stuff. You go to the gym too.
And the gym. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's so funny. Everybody knows me with the girl with the green car in the morning.
There's Nancy.
The girl with the green car.
I'm really bad at, so I'm really bad about that, full disclosure, of taking my work van in the morning. I try.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm but I have to plan that. So I'm okay, then I have to take the work van home.
Oh, yeah.
And then take it to work. And then, you know what I mean?
It's so funny when I see you pull up in your Aloha van.
I know.
Because we're on work mode regardless, we're just in our work cars. Yeah.
And then I'm looking for me. I'm oh my crap, woman. None of my crap's in here. None of my crap. So I keep a brush. And I'm okay, I need a brush in the work van. You know what I mean?
So just in the work van. Instead of getting the handle, gets your brush.
Yes.
Your hairspray.
Yes. Yeah. The dry shampoo.
The dry shampoo. Yeah. The seat's all the way in the front.
Oh, yeah. My seat, they have to adjust everything.
Oh,
I'm don't touch
hilarious.
it. Because then when I get in here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's been great, honestly, doing this and I wouldn't change my job right now for anything. I really enjoy what I do.
You can tell. You're doing a good job.
Thank you so much.
I saw your billboard.
You saw the billboard.
I was like, that's Shea. I wanted to take a picture, but I was driving and I was going kind of fast. I was like, oh no, gotta go.
We need to get out there marketing.
I know.
We can go visit the billboards.
And visit the billboards. Or remember when you were putting the signs? You see, that's the thing. Like we'll be running out in our heels, putting the signs out, things that,
I did do that
that
recently.
are like, things that are like behind closed doors, nobody sees.
They don't see it. You work really hard, and I know you do. I know I do. I think sometimes, we all do, right? I mean, I know my team, I'm very proud of them. They are very, very good. It is hard sometimes as a woman, and maybe you can speak to this too. Have you ever felt like underappreciated? I know at times I feel like, hold on, when I'm saying something here, I want it to stick. This isn't like the rule. I call it procedures. Oh. They always like, Shea's got new procedures going in the handbook.
Let me hear about these procedures.
The procedures, Ugh. They don't like the procedures, but the procedures, we have to have the procedures. Yeah. That's my least favorite hat. Least favorite because I piss everyone off, to be honest. Like, I do. They hate me.
Procedures are coming out.
Like, boss ladies got procedures. No, like, they don't, I mean, obviously. But, you have to have a structure. And I feel women are really good at creating, not that men aren't, structures in a company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The bones to it, that's where I felt.
Especially if you have a little bit of OCD going on.
Oh, girl,
you want everything to be at a certain.
I'm an OCD.
Yeah,
and I don't like it.
And so when they don't match it, you kind of are like, wait.
Are you an OCD too?
I don't know. I know I have like ADHD. I'm just kidding.
That's what it is. ADHD. Macy's like, you for sure have both of them. I go, okay.
My husband says that I have it. I'm like, well, I don't diagnosed.
I probably have both.
Maybe that's why I'm good at it. Yeah, because
I think
ADHD. That's what helps me. Like, I honestly think that if I do have it, that's probably one of the good qualities of having it because you know how to bounce out of it quick. Out of a like if you're in a slump,
stuck in it.
If you're in a slump, you're like, oh, well, squirrel, you forget about it. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Yeah. We know how to get out of things. We don't let it, and that's okay. So that's one thing I do tell my girls in the office or when we get new hires. I'm like, just so you know, this is a man's world, and we're literally in their zone.
Yes.
So when you hear things, do not take things personal. Don't feel like this is an attack towards you. Mm-hmm. Don't feel like they're really coming after you. Mm-hmm. You have to get to their level sometimes too. Yeah, so don't take anything personal. When they're telling you certain things, don't cry, don't shut down, don't take it personal. They're literally looking at you like, or do you get it or not? But you have to tell yourself like, they have to know that you're new too, but you have to kind of get to like, I'll get it, I'll get it done. Don't worry. And give them that peace of mind because guys they will test you. Let me say that. I've had a couple of girls in my office, they'll cry like, oh, he yelled at me. Don't cry. I'm like, they're not yelling at you because they want to yell at you. It's because they're stressed out on the field too. Keep in mind, they're on crunch time. This is labor. This is not stressful out there. Like we're typing a letter. This is labor. They're expecting you to have everything lined up for them, all the material lined up for them. So when you don't have it and they already showed up with a group of 10 and the material's missing, don't get sad if they yell at you because that was your job.
It's a problem. Mm-hmm. No, it's a problem. No.
And it's not personal. I tell her, I'm like, don't, just forget about it and keep going. Order the stuff. Expedite the delivery or something. Yeah.
Take it. I mean, take it and learn, just learn moving on.
Yeah.
Sharpen your awareness once you get a few of those and you're like, it didn't feel too good. When it doesn't feel too good, you kind of pay attention a little more, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always try to lead with kindness. I hope, I pray that I always try to lead with kindness or positivity. Obviously, no one's perfect and I get upset. And, there's those times where you're going to get that call where I'm not happy, or whatever. Yeah. But speaking on that side of it, but for the most part, we are a team and I love the team. I love that with anyone. I just love feeling like we are a team. Yeah. And I connected with you that way. So
and that's how it should feel. Because at the end of the day, one person looks bad, it makes everybody look bad.
100%.
So
100%. I totally agree
I try my best with my team too and to make them feel like I want things done, but I don't know how to say sometimes because I'm in a rush, and I don't want to come off like aggressive and like, hey, did you guys get this done? To me, it's more like I'm really looking out for you guys to do it so they don't call me out or call you guys out later. So, it's, especially when you're running your office, you want to get those estimates out. You want to get those invoices out. Yep. You want to get, your crew out. So you're a step ahead of them. So when you let's just say you step out and you don't see them meeting your standards, that's when you kind of like, okay, what's going on? You kind of get a little.
That's when I call Macy.
Yeah, Macy.
Poor Macy.
Yeah,
poor Macy.
But
she's my office manager.
And she knows your style because she's like, boss lady wants this.
Yeah, Macy's a mini me. Yeah, 100%. Macy is so dialed. She is just, that's the beauty of it. And where I'm at right now is like, I have an office manager and then I have another girl, but so it's great, to have them facilitate. It's a little different for me. So I come in more as the heavy, like when something there.
You guys get it, yeah.
Yeah, that's something was wrong there. Then I come in and, that's just a little bit different. But that's the sucky part of it. But in general, being a woman in a man's dominated industry, I like it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone.
No.
Oh, no. No, girls. Not for everyone.
You've just seen how many girls have quit.
Oh, I'm sure. You have to have some thick skin.
You have to have thick skin.
It's hard.
Like I tell them, don't take personal.
No.
This is a man's world. We're not here to play games, office, become besties. No. And this is like, we're actually working. We're producing. We got to keep going.
And it's a very fast, aggressive nature of a business. Yeah.
Especially because it's an emergency. It's emergencies.
And you're dealing with people who are upset, panicked. It's not friendly. Like, when they're just like, and so their emotions are high. And
Very high.
Anytime emotions are high, that's when, for me, when I feel that energy, I'm like, okay, hold up. We need to just
calm down. Take a breather.
Yeah, that's where it starts. We need to just come back down to ground level. Let's take a break. Then we can stop and think about this. Let's stop and think about this. And let's create a plan to make it okay and to make the problem go away.
And I think as women, we do that really well. Because I remember growing up with my dad, and he would yell on the phone. He would be yelling at Steve Rivers. This and that. Like, going crazy on everybody. And I've heard him fight with his clients too. I'm like, how in the world? I would never fight with any of my clients.
Right.
Or my team members,
Yeah.
But I remember, I'm like, dude, maybe it's a guy thing. I don't know. But he
different
would get,
time too, maybe.
Yeah, maybe different time. Because I remember him getting
aggressive.
Yelled at him, and everything. Yes. I was like, dang, that's construction. Definitely don't want to be in that.
Construction's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for us today. But I was so excited. It was so fun. Did you like it?
It was really nice. It was really nice talking about, us in this industry.
I think it's important.
It was really, really good.
Cheers, girl. Let's do it.
It was very...
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us, Naja.
Yes, Naja's amazing.
This was very nice. I felt very at home.
It's super cool. But thank you for joining us. And I hope that we will be able to do this again very soon.
Definitely.
Okay, one more cheers, girl.
Cheers.
All right. Bye.